125 Junior, 12 to 17 BC. Now on the gate. Dirty 100 points on the table.
That's right. Everything on the table. The Dirty 100 brought to you by Moto Playground. Their coverage is unprecedented here. They got a squadron of men out here getting the job done. Getting the job done right there is the Monster Energy drone cam. These kids are fired up. You talk about testosterone. We're talking two strokes, 12 to 17 years of age. These kids are hyped up. 125 action. It's a beautiful sound, Kevin Wyndham.
It is, and we have a 2-minute hold here. So one of these 125s are having a little issue. So that is the time that they have to try to figure it out. Might be doing a little push start, maybe trying to bump start it, might be fouling a plug, who knows, we can only speculate, but the biggest gate drop of the year is about to go, and you have about 120 to figure it out, and evidently they figured it out because the 2 is up and there's no stopping this race now.
Here we go, one of our on-track apprentices getting to throw the 2-minute card up for this one. And we'll get ready to go to work. Card's going to go sideways. A couple of big names in this one. Downtown Gage Brown, Sawyer Geek in this one. Cooper Johnson looking to make a statement this year as well. As the gate's down, 125 Junior BC off and rolling.
The Oklahoma Land Rush here. Who's it going to be?
Chase Dashiell aboard the number 96 KTM, credited with that hole shot.
But for how long? Because the 66 has already jumped in there. He's got the number 9 in the number 2 spot. That's maybe the number
Lawrence,
8. Maybe Chase Moynihan.
Maybe. Yeah, Moynihan definitely another name. Some people are going to be focused on coming into the week as now they head into the 10 Commandments, and it looks like the top 3 have already shuffled around again.
It's Moynihan now moves from 3rd to 1st. So Donnie Luce actively watching his guy on the Yamaha. He's got a KTM rider right behind him. Looks like Dashiell has gotten around Travis Lawrence as well.
Yeah, Dashiell made a quick move around that outside, puts himself right on the rear wheel of Moynihan.
Over that big triple in stereo. And let's go racing. 125 Junior, 12 to 17. We got 20 minutes to sort this out. Can Moynihan take this thing to the stripe? There's the 29 of Short. And they're back-to-back. It was Short and Grant. So Josh Grant's kid is in this one, as is Andrew Short's son. Father-son action out here.
So they make their way through the first of the Sand Sweepers. It's Moynihan, Dashiell, Brown, Lawrence, and Baker, your top 5 early on.
Kevin, when you were in this class, right? Did we do a schoolboy class for you on the 511?
I rode schoolboy, yeah.
And you pretty good, right?
Yeah, it went good. Yeah, it went okay.
3 straight.
Yeah, I think so.
Part of that 18 straight.
That was part of it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev's one of
They all start to blur.
Yeah. He's one of those weirdos. Never did the B class here. Went
no B.
Super Mini, Schoolboy, Pro. See you later.
See you later.
Well, see you later.
And the cool thing about this 125 Junior BC is you're getting kind of a little bit of the blend, right? You have some of those 125C riders that may be choosing this as their secondary class, and then you've got some of the top schoolboy riders as well looking at this one as a secondary class. So
yeah, it's a great class, too, for a big, tall kid that maybe is too big for a Super Mini, and you can be a 12-year-old in this class, so.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of the 125s. You know, we were never super mini kids. I hit the growth spurt, and we had to go straight to the big bike. And so I think there's a lot to be learned on these machines. And, man, it just seems like we always have some great racing in these classes as well.
And Moynihan trying to just break the spirit of these guys right now, really sprinting. Gage Brown, now you said his name a minute ago. He is now challenging for second on the number 19 machine. You see him on screen there, the right side of your screen, trying to get around the KTM of Dashiell.
And I really like the way Dashiell set that corner up just before the Commandments, completely changing from outside, cut back across the ruts. And, Cato, that's the kind of creativity that we're going to start to have to require to be able to make some passes happen and cut these gaps down.
Sure, there's the lines are deep. The track is rough at this point of the day. It's if you can find something special, that's where you make your time up. And we've seen that a couple of times. So I'm going to, not to discredit that these riders can't find the lines on themselves, but you have a little bit of advantage with the accessibility from Flow. A lot of these guys are watching in their campers. You get to see the track breakdown and what riders could potentially do. And right now you see these guys doing what the best of the best are doing, as they are cutting and dicing, and you have to, because you can't make a pass if you're following. And that's what we see, a lot of out to ends and trying to find creativity in a racetrack that is really breaking down.
And I think it rewards creativity. Gage Brown did make that pass right as you were talking up Dashiell. He's like, oh, yeah, well, I'll just pass him, and you can talk me up for a few minutes, because Gage Brown now is in the number 2 spot. There he goes.
Talk him up.
He is now in the number 2 spot. Can he make a run at Moynihan? There's the view. That's how far he's got to go.
Here we go with our first set of lap times. Moynihan coming across the stripe, posting a 58.3, 58.7 for Gage Brown, and a 2 flat for Dashiell.
Hey, real quick, folks, attention in the pits. We have a silver Nissan Altima license plate 934BMKJ, as well as a white Ford truck by our beer tent that needs to be moved immediately.
Let's get some early parking. It's always going to be an Altima, by the way.
Yep, it never fails. Nissan Altima and then a white Ford truck as well. If you are parked over near the beer tent, please move your vehicle immediately back to the racing on track.
Yeah, we're watching this battle here, the Yamaha versus the KTM. That's the number 18. That's Geek and Travis Schneider. Geek making that pass for the moment on the KTM, heading into the 10 Commandments. And all the while, those 158s carted by Moynihan and Brown, pushing them away. Hudson Vagel, though, with a 159. And we do have a QR code, I think, that we'll throw up here in a minute.
Yeah.
The St. Jude's.
There it is.
Lapathon.
Check that out. Raising some money for St. Jude's.
Yep, absolutely. The Love Moto Stop Cancer program been going on in the SMX world for quite some time, and excited to bring that right here to the ranch as well. So whether you're watching on Flow Racing or here on site, scan that QR code. And a big shout out to everyone over there and involved in St. Jude. It's an incredible program, and just any way that we can do a part to that service is certainly worthwhile. As look at these guys going to battle right now. 3 wide through that corner into the long sand sweeper here.
That's Vagel right there on the 72 Yamaha, right in the middle of that. Dashiell, Vagel, and Geek sandwich there. Rider goes down at the end of the 10 Commandments. It was a yard sale. That bike's on eBay right now. Selling the fender, the subframe. Here comes the 2 Yamaha riders. Will they huck this thing side by side? No.
But the rider right behind him will.
Jeez. And look what it does for him.
3 wide.
Wow. That's the 67 of Knox Lewin. And it was good enough for 1 pass. And he's got to check up here.
Knox just ran out a little bit of a real estate there around the Thor sand sweeper. He was up against the bales.
But he's not going to be denied. He's trying to just squeeze right in here, right by the billboards here.
Lewin doing a great job of using the full width of the track. He's buzzing a couple of the Cherubies markers, but not crossing any of them. Keeps it within the stripe, and he's used a couple of outsides to really make some quick passes as well. As we take a look at pro racing lap times, Moynihan a 159, but Brown a 157. How about Geek there with the 156?
Because we're in the 10 Commandments here. I know, thank you for the lap times, Zach. That's a great call. But look at the battle we have for the lead right now.
Yeah, Moynihan has been caught by Gage Brown. Not even a bike length separate the 2 Yamaha teammates as they work their way into Storyland. So Gage Brown has chopped up that lead, and now he wants to take on the number 1 spot. Chase Moynihan on the 8, Brown on the 19. What has Brown done for you? Is he going to deliver a championship here?
Well, Brown posted almost exactly 2 seconds faster than Moynihan on the last lap. So that obviously is where the gap has shrank. But can Moynihan answer the call and step up the pace a little bit?
Seat bouncing over that double there, just bringing the heat around the outside.
The last lap for Gage Brown, going back to that lap time, was the fastest lap of the Moto, I believe. Another great lap time posted by our 4th place rider, Hudson Vagley.
All right, here they come right past us here in the announcer's tower, dead center of the racetrack. Does he go for it? Yeah, they both huck it. No harm, no foul. They ride through it. Got a lap rider now. Decisions to now make. If you are Moynihan or Brown,
Slam that door.
Switch the lineup right in front of Brown.
Uh-oh, Brown around the outside, and he gets it done the long way.
How about that? Rarely do you see that, but here comes Moynihan going to try to retaliate on the inside. Switches up.
Wow. Look, cross him up again.
Brown protecting the inside here. Moynihan got the preferred line, though.
Hey, I've been passed around the outside. I'll pass around the outside. What do you think about that? Oh, they almost come together.
How about that?
What a battle. The outside's not going to work right here, I don't believe.
Arch scoring and timing cannot even keep up with who's leading. They don't know. It's back and forth. It's been the 19, it's been the 8, it's been the 8, it's been the 19. Little elbow grease there from the both of them. Keeping it clean,
you know what? That's pretty amazing in one lap to watch both those riders make passes for the lead around the outside.
And not go down. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's another big talking point that I'd be saying if I was watching this on Flow Racing right now in the camper. Hey, don't count out those outsides because we've seen it. Dashiell, we've seen Moynihan and now Brown as well. Being able to trade outsides and make passes happen is now Gage Brown in command of this lead as they head off into Storyland.
Yeah, man, the coverage has been so good here from Flo, bringing you guys all the action. Watching Gage Brown's ascension to the top of the mountain here in this 125 junior, 12 to 17. About to onboard some roller dogs, boys. About to get serious.
Things about to get real here in the tower. And with 4 laps complete, things definitely very real right now on course, getting towards the back half of this 125 junior BC Moto #1, and it's Gage Brown who's worked his way up into the #1 spot. Moynihan not letting him run away from it, though.
No, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do, went right back at your leader, which typically works. But Gage Brown was not to be denied. Hang on, don't tuck that front end around that big sweeper. And now he is really hustling.
Meanwhile, back there in the #3 spot now is the 72 of Hudson Vagel, a 158 on that last lap, a bit faster than Moynihan, just about a second or so. We'll see the next time through the stripe. Brown turns in a 157, a 159 from Moynihan, and a 158.7 from Vagel. So don't count the 72 out of this one yet either, as it's Blue Crew 1, 2, 3 here at the top of 125 junior.
Sawyer Geek as well with a great lap time, 158.3. So that's going to, like he's only, 1 second back.
Tough break for the #21. Our rider goes down. Hey, Kevin, so we're at the halfway point. This is 10 minutes into the race. This is typically where most local races end. 5 laps. This is where the fun begins here at Loretta Lynn.
This is where the fun begins. I don't know if it's fun all the time. Look, I guess it is if you're Gage Brown and if you're increasing the size of your lead, but it can get a lot like what Phil said. He saw God in the 10 Commandments. So this is where, but it's very easy to make a mistake at this point of the race, and it's definitely the separator between the men and boys. Of course, we have a lot of women racers out here as well, but this is where the
Rubber
training,
meets the road, right?
Rubber meets the road, and all the training, all the months that you've been doing pretty much nonstop, relentless since regionals, if not before that point. It's all coming to fruition, and hopefully the work is paying off.
On your screen right now, watching Sawyer Geek start to apply pressure to the 72 of Hudson Vagel. We were talking about Vagel maybe working up to the back of Moynihan, but he's got his hands full right now. Geek wants that podium spot back.
I'm so exhausted watching those guys go through those sand sections. They are fighting that motorcycle continuously, and they don't quite clear that double there, so that's taxing on the body. Nothing is easy on this racetrack. You're never comfortable. You're always fighting a rut, a bump, somebody on the racetrack.
Geek with a head of steam here. He chokes it down to the inside, did not jump into the sand section. Let's see if it pays off. Trying to do the short way around. He's lost rhythm and had to sit. Not going to be fast if you have to take a seat in that bumpy Thor sand sweeper now.
Hey, boys, hate to be a spoiler here, but looks at Knox Lewin back there in the 5th place spot, a 157 on that last lap. Drops it down to a 156.4. He is on the hunt, and he's got Geek right in his sights with Vagel just in front of him.
Yeah, he's gained 6 positions in this moto, and that is the fastest lap of the moto, coming fairly late in this race. They've had 12 minutes in, 8 to go, so impressive lap time there.
Hey, how about the 16 positions picked up by Cooper Johnson? He's in 11th, so this guy's had to fight from 25th to climb just about inside the top 10, so we'll keep tabs on his progress. Some of these guys still continuing. We've had a few guys hit the dirt. Thankfully, it's soft dirt right here behind us.
That was a big kick from Vagel. It actually shoots him to the outside, headed into the 10 Commandments. Now Geek going to pull up alongside of him, not quite close enough to make it happen.
We got a race up front here, too. Moynihan is back. He has reeled our leader back in. Totally different lines on the racetrack. So we got races all over this racetrack.
So Moynihan, Vagel, Geek, and Lewin.
Have they caught our leaders?
That's a
72.
No, that's it.
Yeah, so this is the battle for the lead. This is your top 4 all duking it out in the same spot at the same time. Yeah, there was some gaps there, so maybe a mistake. And just like we talked about earlier, those lappers can evaporate those in just a matter of seconds.
Where is Moynihan at? On the number 8.
There's a Yamaha now.
On the outside,
Oh, there he is. There's Gage Brown. And I think we lost Moynihan.
No, that's Moynihan out front, and then it looks like it's now Geek in the number 2 spot, Lewin now to 3, and Vagel back to the number 4 ride.
Oh, that's Gage Brown out front, right? Coming right at us. Right? There he is. Nope. Take it back. That is the number 8. There he is. Okay, I had to reset here. The KTMs have just reeled these dudes in.
Time and scoring can't keep up. We can't keep up.
Cannot. I don't think you're going to stop these 2 KTM riders, Geek and Lewin. with 6 minutes to go. Okay. So we just haven't caught up with scoring and timing. Now we do it.
So Gage Brown leading the way. No, excuse me, Moynihan leading the way. I got to stop looking at the scoring. Look at the screen here.
Look at the screen. So it is the number 8 of Chase Moynihan. And this thing is just, whoa, look out, together. Nobody goes down.
Little contact there.
Has a lot of contact.
Knox Lewin, and Hudson Bagel going at it. Just a half a lap ago, this was for the number 1 spot. Now it's just to be on the final step of the podium. Meanwhile, Geek around the outside, and now looks like the KTM machine out front leading the way. Can he hang on to it, though? The number 8's got the inside. Steals it right back.
Yeah, I thought 2 KTMs were making passes at the very same moment there as Moynihan looked, or Lewin and Geek were almost making the pass simultaneously. Man, this one's been tough to keep up with. The number 8 of Chase Moynihan fighting off anybody that wants to square up with him. And I don't think Geek is done.
No doubt about it. The KTM going to regroup. Once again, the 2-lap card not even out yet, so still plenty of time for these boys to duke it out.
Like that outside line, you avoid those dangers of coming out of some of those ruddy areas slow and getting sidetracked.
Did we lose Bagel? I didn't see the second Yamaha back there in the background. Looks like it's now a 3-rider trio, I should say.
Whoa! That was full commitment,
Nothing
dude.
stylish about it, but he got her done. Oh, look at this as we get a drive around the outside from the 18. Sawyer Geeth's going to pull up side by side as they fly by the tower.
I was waiting on to uncork that.
You could feel that landing
The
here
thud.
in the tower.
And it looks like on the
way
inside,
around.
he might have done it, Kevin.
Oh, slams the door again. Oh, he
How
came
did
into
he
that
stay
corner
up?
so hot. Wow, what a defensive move by Moynihan. He just went for all of the marbles to hold Moynihan behind them.
That's slamming the door and the hinges fall off right there. I mean, you couldn't close it harder than that.
Hands down, the wildest race of the day.
Yes.
No doubt. This one, the schoolboy classes are absolutely nuts. Now here comes Sawyer Geek getting in the mix. Knox Lewin now in the mix as well.
Yeah, Gage Brown happy he's not having to deal with this this 4-rider battle for second place here.
Well, that's the number 1 spot we're watching.
No,
Yeah.
Brown just went into the 10 Commandments. Gage Brown. He's through the 10 Commandments now.
So it looks like Brown has stretched things out here. As look at this, more contact between a KTM and a Yamaha. As Geek regains the number 2 spot. Look at this now, Knox Lewin trying to slingshot around the outside as well. Things happening quick for the number 8. So at this point, I don't trust myself. I don't trust timing and scoring. I don't even know what class this is
I don't know
anymore.
where I'm at. I don't know. Got Kevin Walker versus Kevin Wyndham. Who knows? It's a great battle, though. We can tell you that.
It's entertaining, that is for sure.
Goes all the way across to shut that line. That was the number 8 of Moynihan fighting.
Oh, up the inside.
He would fight anybody.
Moynihan
He wants to smoke. Yeah.
Moynihan's not scared to slam the door.
No.
As there is your leader, the number 19, downtown, Gage Brown.
Yeah, Gage Brown's coming by the tower.
Should be about right here. There's a 34.
Here he goes. Flying through the air. Check him out. Oh, he checks it down.
Scrubbing it off there. Yep. Playing it safe.
19 there through the Thor sand sweeper. But after that,
This is where the fun begins here. Geek
too
Moynihan.
early to call here. It's been a pass between those 3 or 4 riders every lap.
And
Multiple times.
looking out the window, white flag now waving. So 1 lap left for the 19 of Brown.
Oh,
1 lap left. Oh, and there it is.
A brake check.
That
He didn't do it on purpose, but
No, he was out of position, but
Yeah.
man, he grabbed the brakes pretty hard there.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
if we want to blame that on
wrong place, wrong time.
Geek
kind of
or
deal.
just the Bermuda Triangle. Crazy things happen in the
Yeah,
triangle.
That's true.
That one fan threw his hand up. He liked what he was seeing, though.
And I tell you what, I'd love to see the heart rate data right now on that rider. He was already sky high, and then you go down, you're
Off
trying to
the
pick the
chart.
bike back up. That's when you're going to find out how fit you are.
Hold on. The number 19 of Gage Brown. 12 seconds. What did he do in those 2 laps?
Right.
Just checked out. But we are following along with our leader. It is Gage Brown. We can confirm. 10 Commandments, white flag lap. 125 junior, 12 to 17. He's finally, the dust is almost settled in this one.
When I tell you what, Brown doesn't look like he's riding near as hard as those other guys because they were having to recreate and battle and pass back and forth. Meanwhile, Brown out by himself, able to take the lines that he wants, hopping and skipping through the braking bumps, and just about half a lap away from a gold medal here in Moto number 1 of 125 Junior BC.
I bet the bike of Geik, Lewin, and Moynihan, I bet they have 3 more miles on their speedometer than because they went everywhere, left and right.
Probably have a couple different paint colors too, right?
Yeah.
The Yamaha's probably got a little orange.
Sure.
Vice versa. It's been a great battle to watch and to call. So good that we almost thought it was for the lead for a couple laps. But
It was a great race. I was lost, man.
Hey, you're doing so well that you're so far out front, we didn't realize you were in the lead.
Yeah.
You're doing something right.
You're doing really well.
Gage Brown definitely doing something right as he heads by the tower for one final time.
One more salute to us. He's probably
Is he going to look at us?
Oh,
he did.
He's styled, though.
Yeah, but he didn't look at us.
Smart. He's got
All right.
business to tend to here.
Through the Thor sand sweeper. Which one of you boys going to take us home here with Gage Brown?
Well, let's go. He's got 2 lappers to take this thing home. Took about 10 laps to settle the score here, but Gage Brown is going to walk away with the first moto. And, buddy, that was one for the ages. That was a great race. Gage Brown's going to be your winner. He is pumped.
As he should be. What a performance there from the number 19 of Gage Brown. Grabbing the win. We'll watch and see. Will it be Sawyer Geek finishing up in that number 2 spot? And it looks like the 18 brings it home for a silver here in Moto 1. Knox Lewin just behind in the number 3 spot. And looks like Hudson Bagel able to respond to the 4th place position. Moynihan going to round out your top 5. Hats off to all of those riders putting on a show for us as we take a look at your Rocky Mountain ATVMC top 10. Gage Brown, Sawyer Geek, Knox Lewin, Hudson Bagel, and Chase Moynihan, your top 5. Jace Baker, Chase Dashiell, Travis Schneider, Cooper Johnson, and Braden Comerford round out your top 10 and 125 Junior BC Moto number 1. We get ready to take a look at your Amsoil Rapid Replay. Evans, take us through it. Tell us how it all went down.
Well, if I could even keep up with it, because that race featured about 900 passes. Let's take a look at how it all shaped up here in the 125 Junior 12 to 17. Let's go. Let's go racing off the start. It's the Oklahoma Land Rush. Everybody making it through good and clear there. 10 Commandments. Still early in the race. No runaway yet. There's a first look at number 19, Gage Brown, who would ultimately win this race. And there's the 72 of Hudson Bagel, who took a few shots at some of these riders there, and that was one of them. But Gage Brown was able to weather the storm, the lap traffic, the overjumping, underjumping from time to time, and take that checker flag. The 19 of Gage Brown, not to be denied. He is pumped. And we're getting ready to say hello to Gage Brown. These guys are hot. They are tired. They just work their tails off. All that hard work, Dad's in his ear like, buddy, I knew you could do it. You want that? Let me wipe your face. Remember your sponsors.
Hey, good recap there, Kevin Kelly.
That was very good. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So the rider's going to try to get cooled off here very quickly, and then we will get ready to send things down to the podium where we get ready to talk to Gage Brown.
Guys,
What are you seeing there, Kato?
another set of red boots under the tent.
Now we're picking up on it here.
Kind of a thing.
I like the red boot look.
It's kind of a thing.
Should be a thing. There's Jake Weimer. I guess it's one of his star pupils.
Yeah, he just said that
Geek family.
from the previous podium that Sawyer Geek's his guy.
So how about that? Weimer and Sawyer able to break things down literally 20, 30 minutes apart. Hey, what was yours like?
Breaking down, yeah. These kids are out of their gear immediately, down to their boots. And it looks like Sophie Phelps going to say hello to our winner, the number 19 of Gage Brown. I bet this young man is pumped to talk to Sophie.
That's right, guys. Thank you very much. We're up here with Gage Brown. Give it up for a Moto 1 winner. Gage, you are no stranger to this podium, and once again putting your bike on the top step. How did you do this week?
Well, I came off with around a 15th place start. I was spinning, like my clutch wasn't fully engaged, so I was spinning on the gate. I got a bad jump. But I managed to get myself up there really quickly, and it was me and Moynihan at the front battling. It was a pretty good battle, and I passed them, and then after that I just rode my own race and smooth sailed.
What sort of work did it take to overcome that bad start?
It just took dedication, strength. Like I had to push my heart out for that. That's all those 30-minute motos we've been doing at World Moto. They've been getting me nice in shape, and yeah.
Well, it certainly worked. And Gage, who would you like to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, grandma and papa, Mimi and papa, my aunts, my uncles, my sister, Guts Racing, Donnie, Jordan, and Ed from Altus, the whole Altus crew, FMF, 100% Bell, Monster Mike, Nick from Monster, ODI, Henson, and Henson, ASB Levers, Moose, Bell, Alpine Star, Christian from Alpine Star, and everyone else that helps me out. Thank you so much.
Gage Brown, ladies and gentlemen, give it for him. Next, we'll welcome up our second place moto finisher. Everyone give it up for Sawyer Geek. Sawyer, congratulations on that ride. What did it take for you to get up here on the podium?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the ideal start to the moto. We went to do practice starts. My bike was blubbering pretty bad, so we went to KTM, had them fix it, and I was pretty much the last one into staging. I pulled chip 39, which isn't ideal either, so I was very outside. I just tried to execute my start the best I possibly could, and I made some pretty hard passes into second and just tried to ride the best I could from there.
So you had a pretty eventful morning, to say the very least. How do you manage the nerves of that on the starting line?
I just stayed calm. I know the Lord was with me. He's got a plan for everybody. So I knew he had a plan for me. So, I just knew I was just going to go out there and do the best I possibly could, and that's what I did.
And who would you like to thank, Rob, when you get here?
I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. Truly is him. My mom, my dad, the whole Monster Army, Mike and Nick, KTM Orange Brigade, Darian and Jen, Fly Racing, Hope Alyssa. They all just do so much for me. 100% goggles, Alpine Star boots, Moto Sandbox, Alpha Dynamics, my mechanic Grizz, my trainer Jake, and just everyone who gets me up here. Thank you so much.
Sawyer Geek, second place. All right, now we got our third place finisher. Everyone give it up for Knox Lewin. Knox, now I saw that you came around this first lap in 10th place.
Yeah.
Talk to me through your moto and how you recovered from probably not the greatest first lap.
Yeah, coming through the first lap, me and Gage, we were buried. We were like last place and kind of just went outside the rest of the track the first lap, got up into 10th and kind of just picked everybody off till third.
Well, it seems to work out for you. What do you have to look forward to this week as far as motos go?
Hopefully winning. I'm going to try my best and just going to have fun.
That's a good goal. Who would you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, my brother, the Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. Robbie Raynard, Raynard Training Complex, Brandon from Bees Moto Labs, Alpine Star, Christian and Cy from Alpine Star. They do so much for me. A-Ray, O'Neill, he's the man. Hasumu, Wild Bunch Racing, and FMF. Everyone else ever asked me so much.
Third place, 125 junior. It's not Lewin. Back up to you guys in the tower.